Every time we do this, Taco Bell never stands a chance. And this time is no different.
Stop, this is one of the most important episodes of But Better in history because it's the 69th. And we just hit 6 million subscribers. A massive thank you, and we have a big special coming for that, I promise. But in the meantime, to celebrate, I will see you in Los Angeles, April 1st, 5 p.m. We're serving burgers at Amboy. The link is in the description. I'll see you there. So back to this Gordita Crunch.
Okay, so today we're making the cheesy Gordita Crunch. What a mouthful, and it also visually is an eyeful, or an eyesore really. I don't know what it is with Taco Bell and putting things in other things. They got their quesarito that's like a burrito and a quesadilla, and then they're like, oh, what if we make another quesadilla and then put a crunchy taco in there? They're basically trying to figure out how to put literally anything in a quesadilla. Next thing it's gonna be iPhone for free in a quesadilla. Stop. You don't need to compensate for your food, it's bad, just accept what it is. So with all that being said, let's make this, shall we?
Yeah, Kentucky Taco, yeah. Since it has 2, I'll give the location a 2 out of 10. I already know what's on the menu. Menu rating, 5 out of 10. Oh, the nacho fries are back. Look at that. Hi, can I get 2 cheesy Gordita Crunch?
Yes, sir. 2 cheesy Gordita Crunch. Anything else for you, sir?
No, that's it.
All right, so your total is going to be $8.64.
Great, thank you. Yeah, that service is getting a 9 out of 10. That guy is on his shit. I love that. I didn't even inhale to say my first word, and he was already like, what can I get you? Cheesy Gordita? Yeah, no problem. All right, done. Love you, bye. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Holy shit, that was fast. That was faster than McDonald's. We were in and out of there in 30 seconds. 10 out of 10 service. Wow. Is it hot? How do they do that? Do they just have them sitting there?
I don't know.
I don't know how that's possible. I genuinely do not know how that is possible. So we got... Yo, the Colonel owns Taco Bell now.
I guess.
This feels nothing like I would imagine. This is what it's supposed to look like, and that's what it actually looks like. This is the cheese that they put on there. Someone complained about me spitting out food being a waste of food, so I swallowed it. There's 0 flavor to this whatsoever. The texture I actually kind of like, right? The soft, the crunch, the lettuce, 0 flavor. At this point, this is just an onslaught. This isn't a matter of winning or losing. This is a matter of how hard do I want to spank them. And it's gonna be hard, let me tell you.
Shockingly, this is easier than you think. We have a flatbread, which is really just my tortilla dough rolled thicker, ancho ranch, or ancho rancho if you will, sorry. Taco shells, and of course our beef. Let's start with the beef. Ground beef, the easiest culinary cop-out in the world, and usually disappointing. Not this one. Start with a medium sauce pot, set over medium high, add 1 pounder, 450 grams of fatty ground beef. You really want this underneath 80% lean, but you know, get what you got. Press it out so it's nice and flat, let it sear for 3 minutes, get some good color, flip and sear 3 more minutes, then using a handheld masher, mash it up till it gets as fine as possible, then let it cook and fry for 3 to 5 minutes, stirring often until cooked through and you get beautiful little crispy bits. It's like meaty diamonds twinkling with crunch. Then add half a teaspoon or 1 gram of onion powder, 1 tablespoon or 9 grams of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons or 4 grams of ancho powder, half a teaspoon or 1 gram of ground cinnamon, stir together and allow to toast for 2 seconds, then add 3.5 tablespoons or 65 grams of tomato paste, stir that in until completely coating the beef, and finally add in 1.5 cups or 350 milliliters of beef broth, toss in 2 bay leaves, bring to a boil over medium-high, reduce the heat to low, and simmer and reduce for 30 to 40 minutes or until almost all the liquid is gone and you're left with a condensed flavor care package. Then just cut the heat, toss in 2 cloves of finely chopped garlic, mix together till fragrant, and that's your beef, doesn't taste like poopy. Now, like I've said, instead of standing and picking your nose during the 40-minute simmer time, you'll make your flatbread. In a medium-sized bowl, add 2 cups or 300 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon or 4 grams of fine sea salt, half a teaspoon or 2 grams of baking powder, whisk together until combined, then separately mix in a tiny little pinch of instant yeast, into 3/4 of a cup or 180 milliliters of warm water, that's around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Once dissolved, add a 1/4 cup or 60 milliliters of vegetable oil, mix together. Obviously, it's not gonna stay mixed, right? We all remember science class. Now, add that to your flour, mix with a fork till you get a shaggy dough, then knead by hand for 4 to 5 minutes or until you get a smooth, supple dough. Wrap in plastic wrap and rest for 30 minutes. As we wait for the ancho ranch, in a medium-sized bowl, add 1 cup or 208 grams of mayo, a 1/4 cup or 55 grams of creme fraiche, a 1/4 teaspoon or 1 gram of onion powder, 2 teaspoons or 4 grams of ancho powder, 1 red Fresno chili, finely chopped, a 1/4 cup or 14 grams of fresh cilantro, finely chopped, 3 sprigs of dill, finely chopped, 3 cloves of garlic, grated, salty peppy to taste, 2 tablespoons or 30 grams of hot sauce of your choice, Cholula is the way you want to go, a 1/3 cup or 80 milliliters of buttermilk, twisted together to create a spicy, creamy ranch that clings to the back of a spoon so well it's like it has separation anxiety. Now back to our flatbread. Plop your dough onto a work surface, separate it into 70-gram pieces, roll into light balls, then dust with flour, press them out to get a disc, and roll with a rolling pin until you get roughly an 8-inch disc. It's about 1/3 of an inch thick, or even slightly thicker. This gets cooked like all my other tortilla recipes. Ripping hot cast iron pan that's been heated over medium-high until hotter than me in a mini skirt and thigh-high boots. Plop in a flatbread and let it cook for 20 seconds, or until you start to get some bubbles and light char. Flip and repeat for another 20 to 30 seconds, and place it on a towel, stacking them as you go, and repeat with all of your dough. It's kind of like an in-between of naan and a tortilla. It's a beautiful thing, actually. I kind of like this. Right, we're nearly ready to assemble. So onto the taco shells, which is literally just 350-degree frying oil. Canola or vegetable is fine, or avocado if you want to drop $100 on this. And, well, you just fry your corn tortillas in that. Now, to get the shape, you can either fry and fold them with tongs and hold them in the oil till it holds that shape, or you can use a taco shell shaper. Yes, they exist. These work pretty good, and fun fact, at my very first book signing, I actually met the family that created this, which they came all the way out just to thank me, saying that you guys helped his family quite a bit by going and grabbing these. Shout out to that guy and his family. Very sweet story, and, you know, shout out to y'all for being so supportive. Anyway, fry these guys till light golden brown and crisp, about 2 to 3 minutes. Remove and drain on a wire rack, being sure to salt immediately while they're still hot. If you want the Doritos Locos version, all you gotta do is use the seasoning from my Doritos Locos video, link in the description for that, while they're still hot, and, well, look at that. And yes, we'll taste test both of these, don't you worry. Right, assembly time. For accoutrement, you want half a head of iceberg, thinly sliced, half a sweet onion, very thinly sliced on a mandolin. Now, optionally, but highly recommended if you really care about an eating experience, you can place that onion in a bowl, cover with a wire rack, and fill with water, let it run for about a minute, and after, you'll have beautifully crisp, sweet onion that has all the nice, luxurious flavors without the abrasive spice and sulfuric onion flavor. Cheese mix is easy. It's a 50-50 mix of 1.5 cups or 84 grams of grated cheddar and the exact same amount in Monterey Jack, also grated. Toss together, and that's your fromage. Okay, here we go. To bring this all together, lay down your flatbread. Coat the entire surface with cheese like a pizza. Brush it lightly with a torch or pop under the broiler until the cheese is completely melted and hot. Immediately place your taco shell in the center, and then bring the sides together, gently holding it until it adheres, which takes a solid 15 to 25 seconds. Release, then add your meat in the center, evenly spread out, as little or as much as you like. A nice squirt of your ancho ranch, a handful of thinly sliced onion, a fat stack of refreshing iceberg, and a little sprinkle of your cheese on top. Look, I hate cold cheese on these tacos, but that's how they do it. All right, don't ask me why. Keeping it consistent here. Now, it's time for the all-important taste test to decide which the winner is here. But visually, I mean, come on, this is just sad.
I mean, we might as well just say we've won, right? This is everything Taco Bell wanted to be. The crunch, the flavor. It's like punching you in the mouth. This is a win. Doritos. That is significantly better. Doritos Loco, 100%. Big dub. We won, but we need our taste tester. How are you feeling about this?
I like Taco Bell.
First bite.
Oh God.
Number 2.
I obviously picked number 1. There is an amount of flavor here that is just non-existent in this one. I can taste every little bit of every ingredient in here. The juicy, wonderful meat, and then the softness of this flatbread tortilla thing. This is nothing. There's supposed to be cheese here. It's nothing! You're scaring me. It's nothing!
Kendrick? You heard it here. We're the winners. Yet again, Taco Bell never stood a chance. You want to know what else always stands a chance? B-roll.